basis, and he has moved from step to step, and he's also a great trainer, and there is no limit to his activities, and I wish him all the best. So Vijay.
Sir, I will just find it out and I'll come back to you later, sir.
Okay. You will do that so that I found some others also, but you can later do that. And can I now ask you, or first I think we'll ask Professor P. Krishnamurthy to introduce our chief guest. Krishnamurthy.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Ludur every kodi. Yeah. Krishnamurthy Madi. Yeah.
Good evening, sir. Dr. P. Subrahmanya Yadapadithaya sir ಅವರ ಪರಿಚಯವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ನನಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಸಂತೋಷ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. 1982ರಲ್ಲಿ ಮಂಗಳೂರು ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾನಿಲಯದಿಂದ ಪ್ರಥಮ ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಮತ್ತು ಚಿನ್ನದ ಪದಕದೊಂದಿಗೆ ಎಂ.ಕಾಂ ಪದವಿಯನ್ನು ಸರ್ ಪಡೆದರು. 1992ರಲ್ಲಿ ಮಂಗಳೂರು ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾನಿಲಯದಿಂದ PhD ಪದವಿಯನ್ನ ಪಡೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮಂಗಳೂರು ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾನಿಲಯದ ವಾಣಿಜ್ಯ ವಿಭಾಗದ ಪ್ರಾಧ್ಯಾಪಕರಾಗಿ ಸೇವೆಗೆ ಸೇರಿದ ಅವರು ವಿವಿಧ ಹುದ್ದೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾರ್ಯನಿರ್ವಹಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅತ್ಯುತ್ತಮ ಪ್ರಾಧ್ಯಾಪಕರು, ಅದರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಫೈನಾನ್ಸ್ ಅಧಿಕಾರಿಯಾಗಿ, ಇವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಯೇಷನ್ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟ್ರಾರ್ ಆಗಿ, ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟ್ರಾರ್ ಆಡಳಿತಾತ್ಮಕ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟ್ರಾರ್ ಆಗಿ ಸೇವೆ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸಿ ಇದೀಗ ನಮ್ಮ ನೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಕುಲಪತಿಗಳಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ದಕ್ಷ ಆಡಳಿತದಿಂದ ಮಂಗಳೂರು ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾನಿಲಯದ ಸ್ಥಾನವನ್ನ ಉನ್ನತ ಹಂತಕ್ಕೇರಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇವರ ಮಾರ್ಗದರ್ಶನದಲ್ಲಿ 21 ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು PhD ಪದವಿ ಗಳಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. 8 ಮಂದಿ ಅಧ್ಯಯನನಿರತರಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸುಮಾರು 5 ಮಂದಿ MPhil ಪದವಿಯನ್ನು ಪಡೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರ ಹಾಗೂ ಅಂತಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ಮಟ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ 46ಕ್ಕೂ ಮಿಕ್ಕಿ ವಿವಿಧ ಜರ್ನಲ್ಸ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಬಂಧಗಳನ್ನ ಪ್ರಕಟಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರ ಹಾಗೂ ಅಂತಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ಮಟ್ಟದ ವಿಚಾರ ಸಂಕಿರಣಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯಾಗಿ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸ್ಕಾಟ್ಲೆಂಡಿನ ಪ್ರತಿಷ್ಠಿತ ಇಲರ್ನ್ ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಅವಾರ್ಡ್ 2003 ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿಗೆ ಪಾತ್ರರಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. 2009ರಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಟೀಚರ್ ಇನ್ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ದಿವಾಂಗ್ ಮೆಹ್ತಾ ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಅವಾರ್ಡ್ ಅನ್ನ ಗಳಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಶೈಕ್ಷಣಿಕ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ 36 ವರ್ಷಗಳ ಸುದೀರ್ಘ ಅನುಭವ ಹೊಂದಿರುವ ಯಡಪಡಿತಾಯ ಸರ್ ಇವರು ನ್ಯಾಕ್ ಸಮಿತಿಯ ಸದಸ್ಯರಾಗಿ, ವಿವಿಧ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ಮಟ್ಟದ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಸಮಿತಿಗಳ ಸದಸ್ಯರಾಗಿ, ಸಂಯೋಜಕರಾಗಿ ಸೇವೆ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈಗಲೂ ಸೇವೆ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ವಾಣಿಜ್ಯ ವಿಭಾಗದ ಸ್ನಾತಕ ಹಾಗೂ ಸ್ನಾತಕೋತ್ತರ ವಿಭಾಗಗಳ ಅಧ್ಯಯನ ಮಂಡಳಿಯ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾಗಿ ಸೇವೆ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸಿರುವ ಇವರು ಪ್ರಸಕ್ತ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ನೀತಿ ಅನ್ವಯ ರೂಪುಗೊಂಡಿರುವ ರಾಜ್ಯ ವಾಣಿಜ್ಯ ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರ ವಿಭಾಗದ ಪಠ್ಯ ವಿಷಯ ಸಮಿತಿ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾಗಿ, ಇನ್ನು ಅಂತಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ಮಟ್ಟದ ವಿವಿಧ ಶೈಕ್ಷಣಿಕ ಸಮಿತಿಗಳ ಸಲಹಾ ಸಮಿತಿಯ ಸದಸ್ಯರಾಗಿ ಸೇವೆ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರ ಮತ್ತು ಅಂತಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ಮಟ್ಟದ ಕಂಪನಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿ, ಉದ್ಯಮಗಳಲ್ಲಿ, ಕೈಗಾರಿಕಾ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಇವರು ಸಲಹೆಗಾರರಾಗಿ, ವಿಷಯ ತಜ್ಞರಾಗಿ ಮಾರ್ಗದರ್ಶನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬೃಹತ್ ಹಾಗೂ ಕಿರು ಸಂಶೋಧನಾ ಯೋಜನೆಗಳನ್ನ ಕೈಗೆತ್ತುವ ಮೂಲಕ ಮಾನವೀಯ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ಹಾಗೂ ವಾಣಿಜ್ಯ, ಕೈಗಾರಿಕೆ ಇನ್ನಿತರ ವಿಚಾರಗಳಿಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಿಸಿದಂತೆ ಹೊಸ ನೋಟವನ್ನು ಬೀರಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಮಾರ್ಗದರ್ಶನ ನೀಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಸನ್ಮುಖಿ, ಉತ್ತಮ ವಾಗ್ಮಿ, ಧನಾತ್ಮಕ ಚಿಂತನೆಯ, ಮಾನವೀಯ ಮೌಲ್ಯಗಳ ಪ್ರತಿಪಾದಕ, ನಿರಂತರ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿಪರ ಚಿಂತನೆಯ ಕನಸುಗಾರ, ಉತ್ತಮ ಆಡಳಿತಪಟು, ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ನೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಜನಮುಖಿ ಚಿಂತನೆಯ ಕುಲಪತಿ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಪಿ. ಸುಬ್ರಹ್ಮಣ್ಯ ಯಡಪಡಿತಾಯ ಅವರನ್ನ ಪರಿಚಯಿಸುವುದಕ್ಕೆ ನನಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಸಂತೋಷ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಕೃತಜ್ಞತೆಗಳು ಸರ್.
Thank you, Professor Krishnamurthy. It is very, very difficult for our Vice Chancellor's biodata to be given in a brief, but I have told you to do, and you have done excellently. And I would love to ask all our other participants, kindly, particularly if they are students, kindly go through the biodata of our Vice Chancellor, and you will know how a leader is built, and particularly from academic world, how a person can rise from strength to strength, from the step to step, and the amount of both national and international conferences and the books and articles and all that. So I think, as I mentioned earlier, He is the proud of India, our Karnataka, Dakshina Kannada. So with this, can I request Vidyadayinee to introduce our Master Chandra Pulamarasetti? Yes, Vidyadayinee ji.
Yeah, warm good evening to all the participants, ladies and gentlemen, and it's indeed a great pleasure to introduce a multifaceted personality who is rich not only by money, but his richness is now evident from the knowledge enhancing and getting acquainted to healthy life system through his great sacrifice. On this day of Mahashivaratri, where Lord Shiva, we always see him as a god of meditation through his tapassu, and he has shown to the world through any to go to any challenges, we need to go through some of the phases of the life, which we call it as meditation. Ladies and gentlemen, here is a person, a multifaceted great personality, who has gone through all through his life, and he would have been there in home, having a healthy and retired life with the richness of assets, but he has sacrificed his life for the sake of health of others, just to transform a person into a great personality by molding their mind, controlling their mind, and being happy with what they have. It is my great privilege, honor to introduce Chandra Pulamarasetti, founder of Buddha CEO Quantam Foundation. He is a successful software industry entrepreneur, former vice president of IBM Corporation, and transformational meditation coach and board member advisor of a very non-profit organization, including Pyramid Valley International, Bangalore. He attributes a lot of his success, including his recent acquisition in his software company, Sanovi Technologies, to the powerful techniques based on meditation and manifestation. Having learned meditation from his medical doctor brother, Dr. GK, in the year 1999, Chandra is inspired and deeply transformed by the teachings of Brahmarshi Patriji. He has studied several masters of East and the West, including Dr. Joe Dispenza, Swami Rama, Neil Donald Walsh, Sage, and many more. He has been practicing meditation from the past 20 years. Now teaches regularly to the organizational and business leader and professionals, conduct multi-day advanced meditation retreats, and participates in several meditation service activities. He dreams of a spiritual world being established in the shortest possible time, where every leader transforms into a Buddha CEO and contributes to the cause significantly. Let me tell one or two words about a sentence about Buddha CEO Foundation. It is a non-profit organization and non-religious organization which provides transformative meditation wisdom. This organization, started by Master Chandra Pulamarasetti as founder and Lawrence Gila Guhad as co-founder, inspired by Brahmarshi Patriji of Pyramid Valley International, Bangalore. So far, Buddha CEO Foundation has organized more than 48 programs, 1,100 sessions across 25 countries we are benefiting more than 25,000 participants in the year 2021. Dear friends, here is a great simple person whose excellence is defined by his action with a transformation into the humankind. And we are very lucky to have this great person here presenting before you now motivational and meditational man, Chandra Pulamarasetti. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Vidyadayinee ji. As you rightly mentioned, our Master Chandra, himself is a very big technocrat, and he had owned a company also, and he was also later got that company taken over by IBM, and he could have, and he can also correct more such ecosystem of enterprise, startups and techno companies. But as he rightly said, he had the greater desire coming from his inner self to make this meditation a simple technique of Brahmarshi Patriji all over the world. And the Buddha CEO Foundation is on that path. And before, of course, I hand over to our Master Chandra, to be for the benefit of students and others, that I myself in the last 2 years, right from the morning 6 o'clock to around 7:38, I have been attending Master Chandra's meditation, that is around 6 weeks program for a continuous, and even other specialized program, master class and all. And I have experienced such a what you call wonderful happiness and wonderful feelings and a lot of multiple benefits. And now if I talk on that, we need our Master Chandra to talk on that. So as I mentioned, particularly for student community and for everybody today, there is a lot of what you call fear, tension, ego, and sometimes they don't have proper sleep, and they don't know what is the purpose of life, what are the direction we should take, and even in their various pursuance, sometimes they get a what you call break, or sometimes some hurdles. Now all this could be what you call we could overcome by our continuous meditation. And meditation is the only solution. Just like, of course, some people may also do yoga, but meditation embraces all forms of such thing, where which can give you quite a lot. Even that there is a concept of self-healing, and there is a concept of what you call attraction, law of attraction. You can manifest. So that is where there is no path to happiness. Happiness is the path. That is by Buddha. So for all that, some of our problems, our mind is the problem. So how do we able to? It is with your mind that you create your world. It is your mind that is the creator of both your happiness and your suffering. So we need to have that thoughts or the mind control. There are quite a lot of literature and books, and we must read that, and we can, particularly now, our Buddha CEO not only takes care of the elders, it also takes care of the corporates, takes care of the students. So to rise up as a able leader with a good, what you call relation with the everybody, not only at family, but at their office, and that make their organization or make their institution or make their entrepreneurship more endurable and validation. That is the purpose of meditation. With this, sir, I would not, we'll talk again in the later. With this, I hand over the proceedings to Master Chandra. Yes, sir.
Just 1 minute before
Yeah.
Some of the people who are to recognize, we have N.M. Hegde, is the immediate past district governor of 317C.
Okay.
He is written as Engineer Hegde, but Dennis Rodriguez, treasurer of Lions Club Mangalore, Jagadish Yadapadithaya.
Yeah.
Sir, another Hegde, we have another Yadapadithaya here, sir. So, who happens to be a far relative also, or one of the main leader in our district. And Suman, Sudashanai, S.S. Pujari. We have Sneha, the zone chairperson, Sneham, and we have our dear friend Vijay Pai, the past development, is the past development officer of LIC. So, hearty welcome to you, all of you, sir.
Okay, thank you. Continuing with that, Vijay Maya, there is a lot of our regular meditators and facilitators from Buddha CEO Foundations are also there. We have Mr. K.K. Gupta also. Then we have Balakrishna, who has just joined from the Bankers Forum from Kerala, which has such a what you call wonderful activities. Anyhow, as we go forward, there are other eminent people on our midst. But now let us hand over to Master Chandra. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Narendra ji. Thank you, Vijay Maya ji, Mr. Ramesh, Professor Subrahmanya ji, this chief guest. Great respect to all the dignitaries there. Gupta ji, nice to see you here. And everybody that I recognize, do not recognize. It's a great feeling to be doing this on Mahashivratri, like very rightfully said by Sri Vijay Maya ji. Even though I'm a science student, computer science from BITS Pilani, when I explored the subject of meditation and explore the subject of consciousness. Whenever younger, we've been told, Aham Brahmasmi, Aham Brahma. Our Vedas have clearly said, Aham Brahma Tattvamasi, Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma, I am Atma Brahma. These statements are there. They used to intrigue me. I am Atma Brahma, Aham Brahmasmi Tattvamasi. I am that, and then you are that. Brahma is this Brahman, that consciousness that exists everywhere. Whatever name that you want to call it. The energies of Lord Shiva, which is the Shiva is Trustee, Sthiti, Laya. The Laya is the merging into this unmanifest, is Shiva representing, and always in a meditative posture. So how do we know about this, that it is that? And then, dear friends, and I was so surprised when I stumbled upon literature and then I did deep studies of modern physics, quantum physics, which is very, very fundamentally explaining the concept that there is everything out there in this universe, including our body, is all energy, is all emptiness. Quantum physics is clearly telling us, when they did this research now for the last 100 years, this quantum physics is evolving. 100 years, not 1 year, 2 years, now 100 years. The quantum physics always said that we are deep inside 99.99% emptiness. Our body, even though it appears solid, but inside, when they go into the microscopic level, at the atom level, they found that the atom is 99.99% empty. 99.99, actually 11 nines. 99.119% empty. The matter, the weight, the solid is only 0.000001%. So they found that human body or anything that exists around is all completely empty. That emptiness is full of energy. Energy is oscillating beyond speed of light, is influenced by thought. So a lot of things there. But the point is that everything is emptiness energy. I'm empty energy, you are empty energy, everybody around is energy, and energy is waves, so there is no separation, they're all linked up. That is the consciousness. So the consciousness that we are, deep inside we are energy, and we are only separated from the energy by what we think is real, the matter, that my body, this position, this power, everything is there. The matter is defined by thought. So when the thoughts are taken out, then we experience that energy, which is this consciousness. In a scientific terms called quantum energy field, in a Vedic terms called consciousness, Brahmand. When thoughts which are nothing but matter about a person, place, or thing, when it is taken out, when thoughts are emptied from the mind, then we lose the sense of our body, we lose the sense of our environment, people, places, everything we have ever experienced in this material reality. Then we lose that 0.01%, which is so tiny. Then what we experience, dear friends, is our true self, which is this clear energy, that consciousness. So I recognize, even though I've been practicing meditation for 20 years, but in the last 7 years, when I started exploring through scientifically more, then it became super clear that every day when we meditate, we are getting in touch with our consciousness. We are becoming that Brahman. So it's a great opportunity, great occasion on the Shivaratri day with Lord Shiva's energies. We experience, we become that energy. When we empty our mind, meditation simply is to empty the mind. Meditation, there are many, many techniques, but the technique that Gautama Buddha discovered, chanced upon it, after 6 years of various practices, from pillar to post, he went to so many masters, but then finally he gave up hope, and one fine day, he was sitting under the Bodhi tree. After 6 years, he was almost near dying, because before he realized this technique, for 3 months, he was fasting. He didn't have anything. And so he was dying. Some old lady came and gave him food. He just had food, relaxed. And then under the Bodhi tree, it just chanced upon him to observe his breath. Just natural breath he was observing. Suddenly he realized he started seeing the nature of cosmic reality. He started understanding his personal reality. Who was he? Where has he come from? Where is he going? What is the purpose of his life? He was seeing all of that. Ramana Maharshi always said this. He said, just question yourself, contemplate on these fundamental questions. Who am I? Where did I come from? Where am I going? We just contemplate, then automatically you are seeking, you're getting answers. So Gautama Buddha was realizing all of them when he was just simply observing his breath at that time. So he called it anapanasati, observing our in-breath and out-breath. Then he defined, he went around understanding what happened. So he realized that he emptied his mind when he observed his breath. When you empty the mind which is defining, which is recognizing everything matter, everything material. Because mind is full of thought, and so it is defining matter material. Our experience right now is a material experience. We're all in this event, over 140 people, from various places connected. So there are places involved, people involved, or objects like laptops involved. This is an experience. So every thought is about experience. So when you take all the mind out, that emptiness, emptying the thoughts, then we are completely losing the sense of matter, that 0.01%. So we become that energy. We experience that energy. Energy is consciousness. That is called quantum field. So I recognize that with meditation, every day we get in touch with our inner self, that soul, the consciousness, that God, we become the divine. And now when you become the divine, what happens? When I spend time with Professor Subrahmanya, who is so much achieved in his life, in many, many walks of life, and if I'm given, say, 6 months of time with him, what will I do? I'll imbibe all the great qualities from him. Natural, right? When you are spending time with a personality like him, we'll imbibe all qualities. If we spend time with Bill Gates, then we imbibe all qualities of our great business skills. And so is the same here, dear friends. When we are in touch with our deeper inner self, the consciousness, that infinitely potential intelligence, which we call the God, the divine, we are experiencing that every day in meditation, because in meditation, we empty ourselves, we empty the mind, we forget ourselves completely. We dissolve into that energy that Lord Shiva beautifully represents every day in and day out in every picture we receive. So when we are with this super intelligent power with ourselves, that consciousness, our inner self, so dear friends, then we are receiving. Just the way we receive. If I'm with Professor Subrahmanya for 6 months or 1 year, I receive all the great things that are there to live a beautiful life. So same is the case. We receive from this intelligence so many things. In meditation, scientifically speaking, when we empty the mind, our body neurologically producing certain chemicals, and those activate our pineal gland, what we call the third eye. We all know there is a third eye. The third eye is enabling us to experience things beyond our natural senses. Our 5 senses are there, but then beyond the senses, we experience many things. But through the meditation, it activates the pineal gland, so it connects, becomes an antenna, so we receive a lot of energy, signal. So that's why many meditators, when they're going into meditation, come back and say, things are happening for me, miracles are happening. I suddenly got a flash of light, I got an insight. I'm able to understand what my purpose of life is. As humans, we are given a conscious brain that animals do not have. Our brain is divided into a reptile brain, which is taking care of our autonomous functions, like blood circulation. It has a limbic brain, which is fundamentally taking care of our deep-rooted experiences and its long-term memory and all the feelings. The limbic brain, second brain, tiny brain, is about feelings, instincts and feelings and long-term deep-rooted memories. Like all animals have, they all have feelings. But we have a third brain, which is called conscious brain, or the frontal neocortex, which is the big part of the brain. And that brain, animals don't have it. If you notice, animals, their head, always their body proportion to head is small compared to human, because we have this big brain called the conscious mind, or the neocortex. Now, only humans have the ability to reason, logic, creativity, decision-making, cognitive capability. Many things are there because we can reason and create things. And so with meditation, what we recognize now needs neuroscience understanding, that we recognize that meditation is helping us by default. The studies show that 90% of the time, we are experiencing what is there in a subconscious mind, that limbic brain, which is driven through our feelings and past programs. For example, if we had an argument yesterday, altercation at home with somebody, then we would repeat it and we think about it. It becomes stronger when we project the same into our next day and next day. The research shows that 90% of days are same. Today is same as yesterday because we are repeated through the programs of subconscious. Meditation is clearing all these unwanted subconscious programs, which are often negative, which are often worrisome, which are often stressful, which are anxious about either about the future or about the past. And so with meditation, we're able to clear the subconscious programs and then start utilizing this conscious brain that humans are given to go and then experience life to the full. Contrary to the myth that meditation is only for people who are retiring or people who have problems, dear friends, we discover that meditation squarely gets us in touch with that consciousness. It changes our mindset to a positive, miraculous mindset. And so when we become positive, miraculous, we start attracting things. Quantum physics says that there are unlimited potential and possibility in this field. That means whatever we're experiencing is in the form of energy. Everything is energy. From the energy comes matter with our attention. Where your attention goes, the energy flows. This is what our Vedic friends long ago said, Yad bhavam tad bhavati. And I truly experienced it every day. Thousands of meditators experience Yad bhavam tad bhavati. As you think is what you create. As you sow, so you reap. As you sow, so you reap. Yad bhavam tad bhavati is very, very beautifully explained. That means our thoughts create reality. Our thoughts and feelings create reality. So if I think about something that is wrong or bad that has happened yesterday, if I keep thinking if I think about grief, if I keep grieving, if I keep frustrated about something that has happened, if I keep worrying about a loss that has happened all the time, dear friends, with bhavam tad bhavati, that means whatever is a bhava is what is happening. We create the same future again and again and again. If I tell somebody, you are always bad to me, and this person is always like this to me, and dear friends, we don't realize the more we say, the more stronger it becomes in our subconscious, the more we project it, the more create it. So more such situation we encounter with the person. People are changing lives by changing their mindset. And meditation squarely is helping us to clear all these limiting subconscious programs. And so help us utilize that conscious brain so greatly gifted to the human to utilize it. The conscious brain to go and dream and imagine and create. Mahatma Gandhiji, Abdul Kalamji, Dhirubhai Ambani, all of them dreamt of many, many things. We know it. We keep reading from their books. They dreamt. They said dream. When you dream, it had an implication. Now scientifically can be understood. They're talking about yadbhavam tadbhavati. When you dream, then you can manifest that dream into your reality. Now, what's meditation here, dear friends? Meditation helping us stay focused. When it removes all the unwanted, wavering thoughts of the mind, an average person is doing 50 to 60,000 thoughts a day. And in that, the science and the research is telling us that 95% are negative, redundant, unwanted, anxious related. So they're all of wasteful thoughts, 95%. And so with wasteful thoughts, with the negative thoughts, redundant thoughts, a lot of times we experience the same ahead. And so meditation is helping us clear all of them naturally. And so we become very energetic to stay focused on what we want, because when 95% is eliminated. So an average meditator who is regularly meditating, they have found that their thoughts are lesser and lesser and lesser and lesser. When thoughts are lesser, mind is more clear. And the mind is more clear, we have more mindfulness to apply that energy in the present moment. And so we start manifesting things. There's a huge science difference. But as an entrepreneur, as a businessman in IT, I have utilized this meditation greatly towards my success of the company. Even though a company got bootstrapped in Bangalore, India, we were building a product for the world. Our market size was more than $10 billion for the product that we built. And so naturally, we had a lot of dreams from Bangalore. We built something called IT infrastructure software. Very few companies, mostly in the United States and from California, is where they build. Companies like IBM, HP, they build the software. So we built this complementing product. So we had dreams. We wanted to grow into the worldwide. So when things are going tough, I got into the practice of meditation. I understood the power of this Yadbhavam Tadbhav, the thought power, and then applied this principle called manifestation. And then I'm proud to say that we got acquired by IBM with multiple X returns to my investors, to our employees, and then our products which we build worldwide used by all the Fortune 1000 companies, left, right, and center, everywhere. Is our dream. We visualize and then we create things. And so, having understood this power of meditation, we felt that some of us, that we teach this meditation and we share meditation that we understand with the leaders and with youngsters. The aspiring leaders are all youngsters. Because I've seen, including my daughter, many of them, youngsters, there's always confusion. For youngsters, there's always confusion before stepping in. Should I do post-graduation? Should I take this job? Which area to go? What job to take? Always confusion. So is the case with several leaders. Then we have to make decisions, dear friends. And when the data is limited, data comes from our conscious mind, but then intuition, when the data is limited, a lot of successful leaders always followed the gut feeling intuition. When the limited data, you still have to make calls. How do you make calls? We need intuition. We need that consciousness to help us. That pineal gland gets active in meditation, so it senses the signal. And so we utilize it and say, this is the way to go. So the clarity comes, we move from confusion to clarity when meditation is taken, because meditation removes the chitta. Mano, buddhi, chitta, ahankara, 4 are there. Manas is the whole set of thoughts resulting from the chitta, from the subconscious bed. And so subconsciously, where the programs are there, which are deep-rooted feelings of things about losses, things about our beliefs that are being told to. That, hey, you come from a poor background, don't aim high. You are a woman, be careful, you have limitations. So everything has been programmed so much into us. And so as a result, everything we do, we keep applying these limitations. But quantum physics, or when you become Brahman, the consciousness, there's no limitation for us. There's no limitation. What you think is what we become, is the statement. There's no exceptions to that rule. Yadbhavam Tadbhavam did not come with any exception or fine print below saying that in these conditions won't apply. It didn't say that. And so, dear friends, meditation, while it gives fundamentally a lot of health benefits, memory power improvements, but meditation mainly is changing the mindset to a positive, miraculous mindset. And meditation is helping us get in touch with this greater super mentor or this intelligence, so that together we explore our unlimited power of our mind and an unlimited power of the consciousness. These are the two things that are the key takeaway, because of which somebody's life completely changes. Of course, we'll listen in to some of our meditators, we have time, how it changed. But the only one thing we hear, I'm transformed. I'm transformed. So what is this technique? Let's understand this technique simply, dear friends. Our goal of the meditation is to empty the mind. Thousands of thoughts. So we want to empty the mind and stay in that empty state of mind for as long as we can. And so the technique is very, very simple. Anyone can practice this technique. All we have to do is we remove the specs. And then wherever we are, we're sitting down in the chairs, comfortably we sit down. And so let me share a slide to show the posture of this meditation very simply. So if you're sitting in the chair, sit as the person is there with your hands, fingers into fingers, hands comfortably in your lap, and then feet crossed at ankle. Remove the specs and close your eyes. This is posture. Same thing on the floor, except that you're sitting cross-legged. Now the spine need not be erect. All you have to do is to make sure you're comfortable. Take back support of your chair, back support. If sitting on the floor, you want to lean against the wall, no problem. You can do that too, right? So be as comfortable as possible. Comfort of the body is important. When we do this posture, we lock the body softly. So when the body is there, sort of, we when we clock the body, and then comfortably there, so it's ready to cooperate. So then what we have to do is to observe our natural breath, our natural in-breath and out-breath. So we are breathing constantly 15 to 18 breaths per minute, they're there. So all I would like you to do is to take any point in your nose, preferably in the middle of the eyebrows. And at that point as a reference, observe your breath is going in and coming out. Observe that breath that is going in and coming out. Air goes in, comes out. Some people sensitive enough to observe cold air goes in, warm air comes out. So you observe whatever that is. You observe your natural breath. So breath goes in, coming out. So with your eyes closed, specs removed, observe the breath. No forceful inhalation or exhalation. We're not doing Puraka, Rechaka, Kumbhaka. We're not doing that at all. All we're doing is observing our natural breath. Sukha Maya Pranayama. That means it is a form of pranayama, but Sukhamaya, something very comfortable. What is that? Be with your natural breath. When you observe our natural breath, slowly, our mind starts becoming empty. The thoughts slowly come down. Thousands of thoughts are there, but they start slowly coming down. So continue to observe the breath. Slowly, you will realize the breath may be becoming lighter, breath may be becoming shorter, slowly. As the breath is becoming lighter, shorter, mind is also becoming empty. And at some point, your attention might have gone off from the breath, what you're observing. And so you go into a thoughtless state, potentially. Be in that state, be in there. You may not know where you are, so the perfect state to be in is a meditative state. Sometimes you're consciously aware and mind is empty, then you are start experiencing total emptiness around you. When the mind is empty of all thought, that means you lose a sense of matter. So that means you lose a sense of your body, the environment, the furniture, the people, walls, buildings, everything you'll forget, you'll not know. So you'll be completely experiencing some kind of emptiness, the blackness, darkness. There are various names to it, but you'll experience all of that. And some people may experience that as energy, because all emptiness is energy, quantum physics. So when we are in meditation, observing the breath slowly, you might forget you're observing the breath. That means you're into an empty state. You don't even realize. Second, you're consciously aware, but you're not aware of the body, you're not aware of the people around. Instead, you just see some kind of an emptiness there. You have awareness there. You don't have a notion of the body. 5 senses don't work, but your awareness is there. Awareness is outside the mind. The third state, when you're observing the breath, is that slowly at some point as an empty, but suddenly thoughts will come. You continuously thoughts will come. When you notice you are thinking, attention to the back to the breath again. Put the attention back to the breath, again observe. So the whole meditation, which is very, very naturally will be mired with a lot of thought. So you're observing the breath slowly, you will find that, okay, some kind of nice feeling is coming. Thoughts are going down. Suddenly thoughts will come. Without realizing, you'll go on thinking about the thought for 1 minute, 2 minutes, what is going to be for dinner today, Shivaratri, what function, this and that. We keep thinking. Suddenly realize, okay, I'm thinking I should be in the meditation. So please put your attention back to the breath again. Our goal is to be observing the breath to become empty. When you are empty, stay in that empty state. Don't come back to the breath and be in that. Come back to the breath only if you have thoughts. You know that you're thinking, come back to the breath. I'll be playing some light music. I'll also guide here and there, so that we break that thought process. And in case you're going to the empty states, some of my guidance will help us to go into the deeper states. All emptiness is energy. So some of you may experience some kind of feelings, sensations in the body and mind. If you're experiencing them, anything that you did not recognize, they're all meditation experiences. Be a witness to them. Do not analyze them. Be a witness. Just observe what's going on. That's all. Some kind of currents of energy, some sensations, body movements, just observe them, but continue to be with them. If thoughts are there, come back. All right, friends? So we'll practice this meditation for a few minutes, and then we will talk about the science a little more. Can we do that?
Yes, sir. Anybody who are all comfortable, please put the video on so that our Master Chandra will be able to see how the meditation is going on. Whoever comfortable, please put. Yeah. Thank you, sir. Yeah.
Thank you. Those of you, if you have earphones, you can wear earphones. The music is conducive. If you have earphones, you wear. Otherwise, it's fine. You just can listen through your mobile phone or computer speaker. And it is good to darken the room. It's good to darken the room. It's possible. Draw the curtains. It's possible. If not, it's fine. However you are. When there's less light, then we tend to go into the deeper states of meditation faster. Like I said in the beginning, when we empty our mind, that means we lose a sense of matter. We are with this consciousness, dear friends. That is the Brahman. We are experiencing that divine self of ourselves in meditation. So let's go into it. Relax yourself. And many of us beginners, in the beginning, there'll be always a lot of thought. Mind is a beautiful instrument, but we want to rest the mind. Meditation is a process to master the mind. The subconscious today is the master, driving our daily behaviors. We want to master the mind and become the master and then instruct what to do, not to do. And so that's what we're trying to do. So mind will give you a lot of thoughts. And so our attention, our goal is to bring our attention back to the breath again when thoughts come. All right, friends, relax yourself, sit comfortably, just with an open mind. We're all here with an open mind. Let's go into this simple practice of breath mindfulness meditation, or called Anapanasati meditation, observing our in-breath and out-breath. With your eyes closed, dear friends, relax your body. Specs removed, fingers into fingers, hands comfortably in your lap. You cross your feet at ankle. Dear friends, with your eyes closed, specs removed, fingers into fingers, hands in your lap comfortably, observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. We are going into powerful group meditation. Our goal is to empty the mind when we observe our breath. Our mind becomes empty. No forceful inhalation, no forceful exhalation. Observe your natural, normal in-breath and the out-breath, dear friends. When we observe our breath, our mind becomes empty. When our mind is becoming empty, our body functions at its natural best. We channelize all that energy into the generous present moment. We increase our power of thought. Be with your breath. With your eyes closed, observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. It is natural to have thoughts. When you recognize your thinking, go back to observing your breath, dear friends, and allow yourself to slowly become empty of all thoughts in your mind. allow yourself to merge into your breath and allow yourself to experience that emptiness inside of you, all around you. As your mind is becoming empty, allow yourself to experience that emptiness where there's no body, where there's no thing. Become aware of that emptiness. Spreading far and wide, beyond your body, beyond your room, into the edges of this universe. That's energy. All emptiness is energy. Less matter, more emptiness and energy, the longer you stay connected to this energy, dear friends, the more you receive from it. If you find yourself distracted in thought, go back to observing your breath and slowly find that emptiness. Stay aware of that emptiness, that energy, that blackness, as no body, as no thing. When we empty our mind, we experience this greater emptiness, that quantum energy fill our consciousness. The longer we stay connected into this emptiness, this field, the more clearer we become, the more purpose-driven we become. Meditation is miraculous, is holistic. merge into your breath. Merge into that emptiness of yourself, dear friends. This is your divine self. Allow yourself to go deeper and deeper into that emptiness, that energy. Final few minutes, merge into your breath and merge into that emptiness all around. Everybody and everything are connected in this emptiness, in this field of energy. The longer you stay aware of it, the more you experience your wholeness. Friends, it's an honor and privilege to be experiencing this life at this time of history. Can you express gratitude to all things and everybody? Be grateful to your parents for giving us this beautiful connection to this universe. Express gratitude to your teachers and mentors for expanding our knowledge and wisdom. Be grateful to all the people in your life, your family, your friends, your colleagues, your relatives, your partners, for helping us learn so many things. Be grateful to this grand nature, the bird, the fish, and the animals, for filling our lives with beauty, mystery, energy, and more. Give thanks to all the things you use, the technology, your systems, your companies, your institutes, governments, for making our lives so comfortable. Gratitude to yourself for caring for you, for caring for others. And express gratitude to this intelligent consciousness for helping us experience so much more in this life. Relax your body. Recollect your experiences from the session, your feelings, your visions. And whenever you're ready, you can keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds, and then you may open your eyes. Okay, dear friends. Hope you enjoyed the session. We meditated for almost 30 minutes. Give yourself a big pat on your back for first meditation. Half an hour is wonderful. This simple technique does miracles. Padma Shri Karthikeyan sir, who is the former CBI director, has written a newsletter, Meditation is Miraculous, which got quotations from, which got articles from Jaggi Vasudevji to Sri Ravi Shankar ji to Narendra Modi ji to Ratan Tata ji to Chandrasekhar ji to Chief Justice to so many people. And Brahma Shri ji, everybody's. Meditation is miraculous. Meditation is beyond health. I hope some of you are able to experience something. If I'm just going to put a quick slide to show that meditation, all of us in meditation, we have some experiences. So I ask here, just so we know that we have experienced something, I ask that if you felt lightness in the body or whatever you experienced, if you could write in your chat, lightness, heaviness, whatever that you experienced. If anybody felt lightness in the body, You can say yes, lightness in the chat. In the body, the whole body is light. Your arms are light, legs are light. If you felt heaviness in the body, somebody, where the head is drooping down, body is coming down, if anybody felt that, please write in the chat. It's just good to know, fun to know. If you felt any of this, did your body move sideways, forward, without you sat down nicely, comfortably, but then your head is coming down, naturally coming down, is drooping down. If that happened to you, or no, head is rotating, has that happened to you? Oh, any pains? Anybody has got any pains? You can say yes if there is a part of it. Whirling and floating sensation, your body is lifting up. You feel like floating up, or our hands are floating up, or your body is rotating inside. Feeling of rotation, whirling. Did anybody feel that your hands did not exist, or the head did not exist, the body did not exist? You felt like some part of the body did not exist. It disappeared. Then we feel that. Are we getting some chat going? Yes, okay, great. Anybody seeing colors? Blue, purple, yellow, all kinds of colors that we see when we are meditating. There are all kinds of colors. Particularly, they're originating from the third eye point in between the eyebrows. Third eye point, the sensations of the third eye. Did anybody feel sensations right here? Where the bindi. This is the third eye. This is basically the midbrain, which is the pineal gland right in the center of the brain. So that's what is getting active in meditation. Visions. Did anybody see any visions? You sort of got Himalayas, beautiful scenery in nature, this, that, anybody have seen? Or some past figures, masters, gods, goddesses, any of those you have seen. None of them are imaginations. A lot of times we hold back. Deep feelings. Anybody felt, a laughter, or wanted to, tears, crying, just letting go. Anybody felt those feelings? Right? And no specific experience. Some people may not have any experience. The only thing we've been thinking is, hey, I'm just getting thoughts and thoughts and thoughts. Right, friends? Emptiness, yes, emptiness, where you just felt absolutely empty, void of anything around you. It's all black, dark. It'd be like a sky, blue color, sea, anything, right? It's all representing emptiness. So, friends, all of these are meditation experiences symbolizing that we are experiencing that energy, that quantum field, that consciousness, we're experiencing it. In meditation, we transcend time and space. So a lot of us don't even know. 30 minutes we did. 30 minutes we practiced meditation. Some of you might felt already 30 minutes. Yes, it happens because we transcend time and space. So with meditation, this is just a representation. And so if we practice this 1 minute per year of age, so 30 years old, 30 minutes, 40 years old, 40 minutes, 50 years old, 50 minutes. Decondition the mind quite a bit. On an average, many of the meditators are practicing about 45 minutes of meditation we are doing in our morning sessions. And then in 40 days, it deconditions adults completely. We have a completely new, miraculous, positive mindset. All the old beliefs go away because we're emptying the mind. And the neuroscience says that if you empty and keep the mind emptied for 3 weeks to 4 weeks, so anything that you have already recorded in your brain disappears. So suppose if I believed that because I don't speak good English, I will not be successful when I travel outside my hometown. If that belief is there, that belief will slowly disappear. Because that belief is slowly, whenever you get an opportunity to go into Bangalore or Delhi, you're always thinking, I don't have good English, so I cannot succeed. And so you project it. So you lose an opportunity. And as a result, you're always limited to this. This is a limiting belief. So meditation removes all such limiting beliefs and then figure automatically we're going forward different. I wanted to see now in our sessions, this slide is showing that in our sessions, 3-week session, 600 plus participants over Zoom, we're doing this, right? Because energy is non-local, non-linear. So it doesn't have to be in a physical room. It can be all over because energy that I talked about in the quantum field, that is consciousness, is traversing beyond speed of light. So that's why when you're thinking about a close friend, somebody suddenly calls you and says, oh, we say you're 100 years. Why? Because our thought has traveled there. It's called telepathy. Meditation has perfect answers to everything, including understanding what our dreams mean. They're not just random thought patterns. They're actually symbolized and signified. And for the meditator, they become clear. So in our sessions, in 3 weeks of meditation, just 3 weeks, something like what we just experienced, half an hour to 45 minutes. For youngsters, about half an hour. For adults, about 45 minutes. If we do it, we find that more than 85% become miraculous thinking. Our thoughts create reality, so they're all creating great future for themselves. They say, I'm happy for no reason. They've improved their relationship significantly with their mother-in-laws, father-in-laws, daughter-in-laws, with their colleagues. Sleep and health are significant things, dear friends. A person who came to meditation said, for the first time in 5 years, I'm sleeping. Within 10 days. If anybody has the sleep challenges, sleep is so inversely proportional to our stress in the body, and meditation completely de-stresses the body. Completely. There's a very scientific understanding of how it does it, and then we can explain, but we have a limited time. But stress is gone, so all health is given. I myself was healed of a condition which is not stress related, but more of a thought related, where the entire west coast of the United States have told me, medical doctors, experts, ENT experts told me that you have a bent nasal canal, so you cannot heal this condition, so take this medication. But to my great surprise, after 4 months of meditation, I solved that condition. People solve blood BP, diabetes. They solve, they don't need your medications. There's just left, right, they are healing. Migraine, headaches, many things go away. Health is the number one thing that is coming in. And so many more things, dear friends. So I'd like to conclude in saying that, 1 second, why am I not going? I'd like to conclude in PowerPoint show. Just want to show a couple of slides. Yes, want to show one slide to show that meditation is a holistic process where it's increasing physical vitality, health is improved, intelligence, memory powers are improved. That is all scientifically explained in our sessions, we explain it. Emotion intelligence, so a lot of relationships grow, so we celebrate life. Our ability to manifest, create things, our thoughts, we become so single point minded, we recognize I can manifest anything, so ability to manifest. And then my manifestation quotient, and then spiritual quotient, which is we align to a purpose and find everything we do is meaningful. We are doing a meaningful contribution. We feel like we're making a difference. After 50 years, 60 years of service activities, at the end of the day, if we feel there is some emptiness, then meditation is bridging that gap, dear friends. It's aligning to our purpose of life. If a phone or specs and books have purpose, our body, we too know how we too have a purpose. And then meditation helps us to align to the life purpose. Very important, fundamentally, right? We are grateful that meditation no longer is, it is in every company. In India, many companies have adopted it. Worldwide, Google, Microsoft, all kinds of companies, everything is, meditation is their employees. In Google, there is a course called Search Inside Yourself. They're asking us to search everywhere, but they have a course called Search Inside Yourself, and every employee at Google are given an opportunity to take that course, right? Is there, we have our mentors, Padma Shri Dr. Karthikeyan Sir, CBA Director, Dr. S.V. Balasubramaniam, Padma Shri R.V. Ramani, founder of Shankaranarananayya Hospitals, and many leaders worldwide are taking to meditation. So because they recognize the power of meditation is incredibly too huge to ignore. So thank you very much for joining. We're always doing sessions continuously at buddhacv.org. This simple meditation that you practiced, you can easily practice at home. There's no other prerequisite required, nothing required, other than just, when you wake up and then just sit down and then do simple practice, any music, classical music, and then just works great.
Thank you, Master Chandra ji, that in spite of my doing last 2 years, today's session has been wonderful, wonderful. In fact, being a Mahashivratri, fully engrossed and enjoyed the blissfulness. Before I could ask our chief guest to give his address, I would like to 1 or 2, I think Master Chandra will be happy to have 1 or 2 their sharing. Already, of course, quite a lot of them has given their feedback on Chandra's request. But if 1 or 2 could come forward and give their sharing, that will be very useful. Or if you have any small doubt or your query, that also, but I would restrict to not more than 2, please.
Yes, if anybody would like to share your experience today, it's nice to know if you'd like to share how you felt. You can raise your hand.
Yeah.
Well, I ask Mr. K.K. Gupta ji, would like to share something? You've been going through some of the sessions.
Thank you. Good evening, friends. I really enjoyed Chandran sir. I think he's a great. I have no word to express my gratitude because he has given a new definition of the dream. I could not actually envisage any time that dream can be converted into reality, which I also mentioned in my feedback. I think today, what posture he was telling, so you can close your eyes. I think this is a main concern. Lekin having the cross the leg, this is a new I find out. And today, what I feel within a 20 minutes or 30 minutes, it was really a miracle because I never concentrated, even attending so many meditation programs. Lekin today it was a miracle. So I also feeling it that meditation is the most important aspect. You change your life, that meditation is required. He also mentioned to who am I, and also talking about what is purpose of life. His thoughts are really, really excellent, amazing. So I can and only say this thing. God bless him. Although he is playing very important role in our life by giving some tips for the meditations. Thank you, sir. I have no word to express. Lastly, I am thankful to Sri Narendra sir, who is also Godfather for me. So he always motivate me. In last program, he also told me you must join it. Today program, he also blessed me and also told me that you have to join. So, sir, Narendra sir, I have no word to express.
Thank you, Gupta ji. I'm sure your contacts are quite a large. We'll try to connect them through meditation also, through Master Chandra. Meanwhile, Lokendra Nath is there from Delhi. Lokendra Nath, you could speak? Lokendra Nath? Any?
Unmute first. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Yes.
Lokendra Nath, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Aapka
Sir,
experience?
Indian Ocean Bank, I was given the classes on transcendental meditation. At that time, Mahesh, who was that Mahesh Yogi? So I had the feeling of meditation.
Correct.
And meditation improves your concentration. And to me, it appears that when I was meditating, my level of concentration and my level of grasp was much better. And I did not waver through the tasks I was doing.
Correct.
So from then onwards, I learned to be passionate about everything that I do. I put my whole heart into whatever I do so that the result is good. And when we do puja, that is also a sort of meditation. And I do puja around 20 minutes in the evening, 20 to 25 minutes. And I do puja around 7 to 8 minutes in the morning. But then I do things with full concentration. And with this process, I'm able to improvise upon myself because I have developed certain habits in the pursuit of improvisation that saves me a lot of time. And I have been able to develop certain things like listening to news while doing shaving. So I am saving some time also there, and I am updated myself also.
Thank you, Lokendranath ji. You are also bringing a lot of video on decision making and quite a lot of things. And I'm sure there is some variation between concentration and meditation, but it has definitely helped you in getting a proper decision. And we will get connected in future in terms of furtherance of that. I am very grateful to our Vice Chancellor, Professor B. Subrahmanyam Yadapadithaya ji, and he was patient enough to be part of this whole process. And I would also loved that, after he went through, as well as because we have heard him last time also on leadership. Such a wonderful talk. Sir, the floor is open to you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Master Chandra ji, Narendra ji, and all other esteemed colleagues, so to say, because together we perform the meditation now. I was reminded of the famous statement of a great philosopher, Napoleon Nimbo. He said, "Oh God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference." All said and done, tranquility of mind is very, very important. We must be able to keep our body, mind, and little soul in one place. We must be able to stay focused. Otherwise, we will not be in a position to take well-informed decisions. Normally, we say, "Tande dimag se socho." But we have got roaming thoughts, wandering mind, and we will not be able to concentrate. The million-dollar question is how to concentrate. Mind over the matter, it is true. Because in Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna confesses with Lord Krishna, "Oh Lord, I can control the wind, but not my mind." It's very much true. It happens in the case of everyone. In any walk of our life, we will come across several difficulties, problems, obstacles, and so on and so forth. But the question is how to concentrate, how to make things happen. Happy Mahashivaratri to all of you, because you have chosen a very appropriate day and time, because Shiva Tattva is 1,000 times more than or greater than any other day today. So it means one who has experienced the union with the whole of existence is a yogi. To that extent, to me, it appears that we are all yogis today, because Master Chandra gave all of us a wonderful divine experience to know what I'm and what I'm up to, how to achieve a kind of inner peace through engaging in a process called soul searching. Soul searching is nothing short of what am and what I'm up to. So that is listening to our own voice, inner experience, because all of us experienced for half an hour or so a kind of silence and stillness. It gave us, without our knowledge, a kind of increased happiness and diminished distress. It means every one of us was trying to go deeper into that silence and stillness by sitting comfortably and quietly. It should be our daily practice. To confess with you, I was introduced to one of the disciples of Maharshi Mahesh Yogi way back in 1969 during my high school days. Since then, I have been performing transcendental meditation in my own way. And of course, sometimes I experience certain limitations also. That's very, very important, because mindfulness meditation is a kind of directive meditation, because we seek directions, and through our directions, we control ourselves. Even the scientific research of meditation is still in its infancy. That is what we come across. But like Master Chandra and others have gathered experience over the years, and they made it very clear, because there are no side effects as far as my little knowledge goes. There are no side effects. There are only effects. But we should experience That is what learn to meditate by meditating. And overnight we will not gain this kind of wonderful experience, and we have to give time to it. That is what my well-wisher Narendra ji said. Happiness is the path. There is no path to happiness, as Buddha rightly said. Happiness is the path. So the point is, art of learning, the art of learning. So it means invariably all of us should engage in what you call this soul-searching process. That is the way to engage in self-awareness and development process. That is what we understand in ego and superego of Sigmund Freud, the dream psychologist. Through that I understood, we have got the conscious mind. I am consciously speaking to you now, conscious mind. And we don't entertain any unconscious mind. In a coma stage, we don't want unconscious mind. But we have got subconscious mind. We are getting dreams in our subconscious mind. But through meditation, we can discover our inner self. That is superconscious mind. Superconscious mind is very important to imagine ourselves, and creative mind and innovative mind. And we can also achieve emotional balance. And through that, we can have what you call emotional well-being. And there are several benefits of what you call the meditation. The ultimate thing is, can we achieve a kind of peaceful existence? Because from yesterday, we gather experience. Today, we experience our existence. And about tomorrow, because tomorrow will never die, for tomorrow, we are exploring a number of opportunities to make things happen. So it means we should stay connected, as Master Chandra said. We have to connect ourselves with the universe. We have to connect with our previous experience. And we have to live at the present. And we should be hopeful for a better future. That's possible only when we are in a position to understand. Because Mahatma Gandhi ji, inspired by Upanishad, said, keep your windows and doors open. Let noble thoughts come from all sides. But see that winds blowing from all sides should not unseat you, be yourself. That is possible when you go deeper into our silence and stillness. We get different colors, and we will take advantage of the third eye, the Shiva's eye, the third eye. It means dig into the deeper shell by asking a question, what am and what I'm up to myself. It is nothing but we are in a position to unleash the potential within ourselves. That is what the quantum physics tells all of us, because there are multiple sources of energy. But the question is, are we connecting the fuse, or are we connecting the plug so that the electricity will flow? Sometimes we refuse to do that, either willingly or unwillingly, and we must be able to reap the benefits. As you sow, so you reap. So it means that is possible. I can, so I will. Emotional balance, we can stay focused, reduced pain, we can control the pain also, reduced pain, and we can control our anxiety, a kind of mild depression, and increased creativity, increased memory, and better self-awareness. We can also train our mind to focus and redirect our thoughts. That's very, very important. It means we can always discover the meditations, mindfulness meditations, many health benefits. So we are also having what we call positive mood and outlook, self-discipline, positive mental attitude, healthy sleep patterns, increased pain tolerance, and it will also lengthen our attention span, because selective perception, selective retention, selective distortion, here it lengthens our attention span. And reduced age-related memory loss can also be regained, and it will also generate a kind of kindness, compassion, empathy in all of us, and it will also help fight addictions. And we can also control non-communicable diseases like blood pressure, diabetes, coronary, heart diseases, and all those things. And the beauty of meditation is anywhere, anytime, anyone can do it. because there are no restrictions according to me. There are only recommendations. We are free to do it. And sometimes, people will say, I will not be able to control my anger, because anger is just one letter short of danger. If you remove one letter D from danger, there is anger. And we should find interest in whatever you do. That is possible with this kind of meditation. And that is what I also experienced here, because I am also one of the admirers of Jaggi Vasudev Rao, Sadhguru. He always tells us, never react, but respond. Can you sleep like a baby? Easier said than done, because we will not be able to conquer our inner self. We can conquer our inner self only when we are in a position to discover our inner self. We can discover our inner self only when you undertake an inward journey by engaging in the soul-searching process. That is possible only when you experience the inner silence and stillness. That is possible with the help of this mindfulness meditation. I profusely thank Master Chandra and Mr. Narendra for having given me an opportunity to involve myself as religiously as possible in this half an hour mindfulness meditation. Really, I could experience my inner divinity, and this is more powerful than transcendental meditation. I am not belittling Maharshi Mahesh Yogi's transcendental meditation. I have been practicing all these days, but here there is something special, something extra. That is called product extra. That is what we say in marketing language. Once again, I thank you very much for your time and opportunity. Jai Hind, Jai Karnataka.
Oh, sorry. Very powerful and coming out of your heart. And you are also practicing. And but of course, as you rightly said, anywhere, even before going to meeting, 10 minutes of meditation will make the meeting very meaningful and very purposeful. And we are definitely requesting Master Chandra to visit Mangalore and have a audience with you. And
100%.
Also, yeah, he would be meeting some of the people in there and reaching out to other institutions also, because the physical group meditation is much, much more powerful. And as he writes, all of us, that by heart to heart, we are all connected. And that we have to or embrace it and enhance it. And I think Master Chandra would like to say a few words after that.
We'll invite him to Mangalore University.
Yes.
So that we'll give audience and we'll pass on the benefits to all my teachers, non-teaching staff and students.
Thank you, sir. That is all. And we have been waiting for that. And we have Rakesh Jalumane. Then there is a lot of other facilitators of Buddha CEO and also regular meditators. And I have got a lot of my old students and my friends. Even Ishwant Putran is from Bombay. And we have quite a lot of other meditators. So you have all made it a great day. And before I could, Sir Master Chandraji, you would like to give any? Yeah, please.
Yes, no, absolutely. I think it's a delight to hear Subrahmanya ji, that the way you said it, if you to conquer yourself, you have to discover yourself. And many times we don't understand ourselves, but we are always judging and passing comments and many things outside. First, we don't even understand ourselves. And discovering ourselves is this process of meditation. So very, very beautiful words, sir. So there's you listed at least 100 benefits of meditation. There are 100,000 benefits of meditation, and I'm so glad you meticulously have all the benefits of meditation. That is, every time we see this literature and every time we see the experimentation, every time we see people actually going through it, we feel like, why would we not explore it? And 3 weeks of exploration is doing magic and wonders. And this Anapanasati that we've been practicing, so my deepest pranams to Brahmashi Patriji, who is otherwise a Coromandel company, marketing office and Coromandel fertilizers. And he gave up the job in 1990. And then today, millions of people through him, this breath mindfulness, Anapanasati, practicing it. It's very, very wonderful. We'll be greatly honored to be there with you. We did these sessions to thousands of students in Bannari Amman group of institutes. Recently, with Rakesh and we did for the Mysore Pesit College of a group of institutes. We did a lot of sessions, multiple sessions to all undergrads, to engineering students, to everybody there. I think it'll be wonderful to introduce it to meditation. We always have a session for youth. Every month we do a 3-week program to youth online. So a lot of youth are connecting and miraculously changing their lives. So that's something that we've been doing consistently since time started. Thank you. Thank you so much. And
Thank you.
It's an honor and pleasure. And we are deeply grateful, Narendra ji, for giving us even an opportunity to share what we know.
Sir, now we have the last end of the function. I have my younger brother, Dr. Ambarish. He is an anesthesia specialist, worked in KMC, went to Saudi Arabia, went to Dubai, and today he has joined, he is in Bangalore, again a lecturer or what you call head of the department in one of the leading college. So I would request Dr. Ambarisha to give this vote of thanks. Our Udupaji, Dr. Ambarish, kindly make him unmute. Just remove that. There is a, Ambarish, you can make out. There is a mute that you press it. You are a host, I think. You can do that.
They can unmute themselves now.
Yeah. You can unmute yourself. Just go to the, please. Okay. Yeah.
Good evening, everybody. And on this auspicious day of Mahashivaratri, for our Father Shankaranaranayana Charitable Trust and in our mother Sumathi Foundation, it was really a great honor and privilege to have this arranged on this day, and with the association of so many institutions, and spread this technique. In fact, as a healthcare professional, I can tell that I have been practicing this for the last, this meditation, these things for the last more than 25 years, and I have been able to control the diabetics as well as prevent the hypertension. I have proved the benefits to myself. So what I tell is, in this present day scenario of COVID, and you can see this war, these things and all, current stress and strain, these lifestyle modification makes real important rather than the medications. Many of us think that medications you can take, but with this practice, you can really prevent the diseases, you can control the diseases. Though it was given by Buddha, our own, this one actually in our country, which are the spiritual leaders, but still our master Chandra ji has been making it popular and available for the masses, and I feel he is really doing a human service. On this occasion, we are indeed honored to have the Vice Chancellor of our Mangalore University, Professor Dr. P. Subrahmanya Yadapadithaya, with this, and with this, actually the concluding remarks what he made. And as an anesthesiologist, we know that with this technique, you can really control the mind. Not only control the mind, he told about the pain. We are the people who, during the operation, pre-operation, post-operation, we control the pain. And this technique, actually, so it helps you in increasing the threshold of pain also. So most of the things what he told can be really practiced. Sir, we are honored by your presence today and with your gracing remarks and gracing the occasion. And we thank you profusely for the same. And this program wouldn't have happened without the key person today. There is Master Chandra Pulamarasetti, Buddha CEO Quantum Foundation, who is really actually taking it to the masses. Sir, though Buddha told this as a boon or as a simple technique for practicing, actually we have forgotten this, and you have made it possible for everyone to do it, and you have been doing even service in spreading this, and I feel every one of us should practice this so that you can really have the concept of prevention of diseases rather than treatment. And we from this charitable trust and the foundation thank you profusely for sparing your efforts as your precious time and be with us on this day. And once again, we thank you wholeheartedly for your presence, sir. And we are also honored to associate ourselves with our great institution, Hindu Vidyadayinee Sangh, where we all had our education, where our father was also was a headmaster and all. So every one of us, we studied there. And group of educational institutions under this. So particularly the President Janardana and our active dynamic secretary Sriranga. So for all the members of this Hindu Vidyadayinee Sangha, we profusely thank for associating with us on this great day. Thank you one and all. And we are really actually today happy to associate ourselves with the Lions Club International, which is really actually doing all services in the public cause. And today we are very happy to associate with them, and we thank particularly our region Lion Vidyadayinee for his presence as well as his opening remarks. We are thankful to you, sir. And we also thank the Association of Consulting Civil Engineers, Mangalore, who have also associated with us. And we have to thank Professor P. Krishnamurthy, Principal, Govindas College, for having helped in every aspect in organizing this. And our eldest brother, Ramesh, who is the president of our charitable trust, actually he is taking a lot of efforts in doing so many activities of our trust and the foundation, particularly for the social cause. Recently, we had in our orphanage in Karkala, in our foundation and the trust, a building with a memory of their plague. It is opened and it is getting, and more than 52 people are taking benefits there. So our activities are daily going, becoming more and more for the social cause, who are taking the leadership for my eldest brother Ramesh, as well as my brother Narendra, who has been really after this. And being the working president now, he has a lot of ideas, a lot of innovative things. And he made this possible today to have this program with these various associations involved. So it is really a great thing. And in fact, we, all of us, thank him for bringing this to every one of the members of these institutions. And we had the logistic support from Praveen Udupa of AI Logistics, then the live coverage by Global TV, there is NV Follows, as well as News Karnataka, Valerian, Dubai. And we should thank every member of the students, headmasters, heads, parents, and others. Without your participation and without your contribution, this program wouldn't have been a success. And I must again mention the members of our charitable trust, as well as the Sumathi Foundation, who have been doing actually selfless service for the public cause. So each one of you, we thank profusely, wholeheartedly, and for the success of today's program.
Thank you, Dr. Ambarish. You really concluded well. And once again, I am grateful to all of you, and particularly Master Chandra, because they have continuous program lined up, and the level of activities will now multiply, and it will go, and they are already having a program of, I think, 11 days for women. Professor or Master Chandraji, that our trust also going to have on 8th of March, along with the Govindas College, honoring of women achievers, and the program is between 2:30 onwards in the hall of the Govindas College. Overall, I am grateful to each one of you, and having stayed more than 140, and a lot of people came and left, but even now we have more than 60, 65. So, and Rakesh Jalmane is from Mangalore only. And we are also trying to meet our Dharmadhikari Virendra Hegde also. And I'm sure he will get this further spread. Thank you, Master Chandraji, once again, and all the participants. And your any concluding, and there is a music also, if it is there, we will wish you everybody, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, I think some people have asked for this while playing.
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay, there you go.
Yeah, Rakesh has put, sir. Yeah.
Buddhasiva.org is the website to go and then connect with us for future programs, and particularly the women program that's happening now. Thank you.
I am beautiful, I am powerful, I've let go of my past and celebrate who I've become. I am beautiful, I am powerful, and I celebrate who I am. I am beautiful, I am powerful, I've let go of my past and celebrate who I've become. I am beautiful, I am powerful, and I celebrate who I am. I am beautiful, I am powerful, I've let go of my past and celebrate who I've become.
Okay, bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sir, end madvala.